Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors. Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors. Thanks to our Radio Plus.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to Oakfield for the beginning of volleyball season. We have a triangle going on here between North Fond du Lac, the Orioles, the Dominican Knights, and the Oakfield Oaks. This is going to be a fun one here. The Oaks return a ton to the very good team that they had last year. Coach Kinsler's excited about what they got coming back. This is a big-time triangle. And right now we have North Fond du Lac playing against Dominican. It's 13-9 in the third set, tied at 1. After this, we'll get Oakfield, Dominican, and then North Fond du Lac, Dominican after, or Oakfield and North Fond du Lac after that. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about those Oakfield Oaks, and maybe even we'll just go right into our interview with Coach Ashley Kinsler. Jeff had a preseason interview with Coach Kinsler that we're going to hear from as well. Take a short break, back after this.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do. For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All-Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports on the Integrity Saw and Shoe pregame show. The 17-8, the Oaks went last year 4-3. They finished 4th in the Trailways. The Trailways was loaded with some volleyball teams last season, and they're coming back thinking that they'll be towards the top of the Trailways with returning Lydia Fleury, averaging 4 kills per set. She hit about 24%. They also returned pretty much everybody. They didn't really have any seniors last year, though. Their libero gets a year older. Lily Colleen, she was very good last year, averaging 5.5 digs per set. Addie Hankey led them in blocks as their middle hitter. She returns as well. This Oaks team tried to improve from that 17-8 record from last year. Last year, they played this North Fond du Lac team in this triangle to start this season. They won 2 of 3 sets against this North Fond du Lac team. And the Dominican, they were swept 3-0 in. So we're going to try to get some revenge on this Dominican team right now. We'll see how that goes for them. They see their 4 captains up there as they have their captains meeting. May not be as long of a warm-up here in this one just because Dominican is already ready to go. It might be, maybe not, I guess. They do play a best of 3. They're going to play all 3 no matter what, even if it is just a best of 3. If you win the first 2, you still play the third set only to 15 today. Normally they play a best of 5, so a little bit different in the triangles. It tries to just it gets you moving a little bit quicker, everything through a little bit faster. See that coaches meeting going on and players meeting going on one more time. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back. Interview with Coach Kinsler coming up in just a few moments.
About air conditioning.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
It's go time in the new GMC Sierra from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 2.9% 72-month financing plus $1,500 purchase allowance or other great offers now.
There's a culture of excellence here. When you walk in, it just feels right. I'm UFC fighter Dante Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
This call is now being recorded.
Welcome back here to the preseason showcase. Joining me now is the head coach for the Mighty Oaks ladies volleyball team, Coach Kinsler. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
I'm excited about this. I tell everybody I was not a volleyball person until I started live streaming, and I have just fallen in love with the sport, how fast it is. And I think everybody else knows this as well. Oakfield is one of the top schools and communities that I love going to. The people are so fantastic. All the coaches are so welcoming, and the kids are just so amazing. So thank you for taking the time, and I wanted to make sure I shared that out there.
Yes, absolutely. We love having you.
Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about how things have gone. You guys had a great run at the end of the season, make it to the sectional semis. And, I thought that you guys had a chance to knock off Abundant Life, but it's a new season. Let's talk about how things went in the off season.
Yeah, we did. We ended the season really great last year. I think last year was kind of deemed to be kind of a rebuilding year for us. And we certainly did a lot of rebuilding throughout the season, but we made a good run. Can't take anything away from Abundant Life. They were an outstanding team. So it was, not that you ever want to lose, but that was a good loss to take, as they were an outstanding team that deserved it. So kudos to them. This year, yeah, we started our season Monday. We're coming in pretty strong. We have, 4 returning players on my roster, 2 seniors, 2 juniors that have been in our program now since freshman or sophomore year. So they are coming in with some heavy experience for us for Oakfield, which is really great to see. So we have, Lily Clean is coming in as libero of the conference last year as a sophomore. So she's returning as a junior. She has the potential to get 1,000 digs this year as a junior, which is pretty awesome. Then I have Addie Hinkey. She's coming in as, she'll be a 3-year starter for me. She started as a freshman off of another injury. So she comes in as a junior. She'll be a middle hitter and a defensive specialist in the back row. Again, another really strong athlete, a strong leader for us. Also one of our captains as well. And then for seniors, we have Hayden Clean. She's returning as a senior, but a 3-year starting setter for us. She has high hopes of hitting 1,000 assists pretty early this year in her career. I'm looking forward to seeing her. She has really flourished over the last part of the year with a pretty extensive club season that she had in the winter and spring. She's looking really sharp as a leader as well. And then we have Lydia Fleury, one of the bigger hitters from the conference returning. She's a 4-time starter for me coming in as her senior year. She led the conference in kills, first team all conference last year. She really should shine this year as an outside hitter. So those are my big 4 returners. Then I have Miley Simon. She saw the court a little bit last year. She's a senior. She'll be hitting the right side for us and at times in the middle. But she does bring a lot of experience. She also brings a lot of hype on the team. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can produce this year. Some of our underclassmen I'm excited about. It's a younger team in terms of some of our positions. We have a sophomore, Miranda Kutke. She's coming in as a middle hitter for us this year. She's shown immense growth since playing club last year. So freshman or sophomore year, she's really shown some really good growth. Peyton Brycer is also another sophomore that will be coming in. She's going to be our other outside hitter. She brings a lot of power to the plate, but she does have a lot of learning to do. But this is a great team to do it on because she has a lot of strong leadership ahead of her with juniors and seniors. So I'm really looking for her to grow just in her game, as she's already a very strong hitter, but just growing that varsity experience game for her.
So, Coach, talk to me about how is the offense clicking? What are you looking for from your offense? Obviously, looking at the stats, everything seemed to run a lot through Lydia. I mean, she was really, what I liked watching her was from the back row. She was a great attacker from the back row. But tell me what the offense is looking like this year, maybe pace and what you're trying to get rolling.
Yeah, we'll run a 5-1 again with Hayden. Hayden Clean is our main setter. She runs a very quick offense. She has a lot of different sets that go across the net to some of her more experienced hitters. Addie and Lydia really know how to run the net as the middle hitters and their outside hitters. So looking for those different fast-paced combinations will help us keep that game quick for them. Lydia is still going to be a main focus for us, obviously. And not just because she's a power hitter on the outside, but she's a very diverse hitter. She knows how to hit her spots. She has a ton of experience at the net. She can hit from all 3 pinpoints on the net. But then her back row attack also can be very challenging to play defense against. So, yeah, she doesn't come out of the game for us mainly because of that back row attack experience. And obviously defensively, she's a good player for us back there, but it's really truly that back row attack that she's in there for. And when you're that big of a powerful hitter and you have that kind of experience on the court, it's hard not to feed her the ball when she's as hungry as she is. Addie Hinkey, not truly a huge middle hitter, but she runs the net very well as a middle hitter that's on your smaller side, I would say. She's constantly on the move, constantly hungry for the ball. So I think we're looking to feed her a lot. Peyton Brycer, even though she's a sophomore, as an outside hitter, she is going to see a lot of reps out there. She's going to see a lot of sets. So she needs to be ready for that.
Talk to me about serving. Looking at a little bit of things, as a team, serve percentage was at 87% last year, but only one girl, and that was Lily, who was over 90%. And I know you want to get that ball rolling with some decent serves. So talk to me about the focus on serving this year.
Yeah, I mean, last year, I think our biggest gains were we really focused on what you can control on the service line, right? So it's kind of like shooting a free throw. This is your moment take your moment, relax, find your routine, and that ball has to go over the net. This year, we've worked a lot more on precision placement, hitting a seam, hitting a target, more than just getting the ball over, but making it a challenging serve. I'm actually really looking forward to our service lineup. I think we will have some of the toughest servers.
Looks like we got frozen here a little bit, Coach. I don't know if you can still hear me or not.
Okay, sorry, I got cut off there. I'm not sure what's going on here.
You're okay. Keep going there. So,
okay. So I think just again, we have some really strong servers, and it comes from a lot of years of experience at the varsity level and really honing in on what they can control as a server.
Talk to me about also, we know that on the defensive side, talk to me about how the defense has been looking here in practice so far.
Yeah, I mean, it helps. We have Lily Clean. I mean, getting libero in the conference last year as a sophomore was a huge accomplishment. And I just say she's hungry. Like she comes in and she just wants to work her butt off, and her tenacity on the court is just really admirable. She wants the ball. She wants to take charge of the ball. As a junior, this is really her first year as an upperclassman. So coming in with the kind of experience she got as a sophomore is really going to benefit us. Addie Hankey is not far behind her as a defensive specialist. She plays a small middle hitter for us in the front row, but Addie is one of our stronger defensive players as well. She takes grit in her passing. She really hustles. She's a huge communicator in the back row. So for us, those two defensive positions for those two girls are really going to benefit us. In terms of that, Hayden has really worked on her right side defense as a setter. You can't just be the setter. She has to be able to play that defensive position. And I think her growth from sophomore year to senior year defensively has grown a lot as a player. We also have another sophomore that will come in as a defensive specialist. We actually have two that we're playing with right now, Devin and Olivia Sabota. Both are young. Both are not as experienced as we need, but I do need another defensive specialist to come in for Peyton Breister to play back row. So Peyton has a great serve. She'll serve for us. But then I do have a defensive specialist that will kind of rotate between different sets before we find kind of the rotation that works for us.
Let's talk about a little bit about some team goals. I know disappointed, I'm assuming. You did talk about you. I mean, you were a little bit inexperienced last year, but ended up tied for third in the conference with a 4-3 record, losing, I believe it was 3-2 to the Valley Christian, who was the conference champs. Tough one against CWC, who is a very, very experienced team last year, and ended up tied with Lourdes. So just talk to me about the Trailways and kind of what the team goals are this year.
I mean, the Trailways Conference is going to be tough again. You're going to have us, Valley Christian, Lourdes, CWC, all up there fighting. Horicon had a young rebuilding team last year, but I'm assuming they're going to come in stronger as a team as well. I'm hoping that our experience with my top four really can carry us. Their leadership, their experience in the varsity pace, the varsity game. I'm really hoping that's going to help us be towards the top of the conference. This is the year that we want it, and this is the year that we need to really capitalize on that. However, we have talked about, those big goals are hard to carry, right? You want them, but then you have that target, and that's a hard pressure to keep up with. So we're going to work really on doing the small things well. What is our first contact point? Can we make our first contact and capitalize on that first contact? Can we get to the red zone first in a game, and can we continue to win after 20? Can we keep pushing against those closer matches that we kind of struggled in last year to finish once we get to 20? So doing small things really well, controlling our serving. It's you and the ball back there. Get it over and make it challenging. And then really just also the mental aspect, mental health, mental toughness. What are you offering to your teammates? How can you carry yourself on the court? Those little things make a big difference when you're out on the court with your 6 other players.
Coach, it sounds like this is going to be a awesome season again to watch the Oakfield Oaks volleyball team. And I want to thank you for taking the time. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No, I'm just really looking forward to, we have experience and we have some great leaders, but we also have some young ones. And, not only seeing those leaders shine and have great junior and senior seasons, but also my sophomores coming in trying to build up and build throughout the year of growth so that, we are building a program that's going to be successful for years. And having those younger kids underneath the leadership of some of my leaders is something I'm looking forward to. So I'm very excited. I'm excited for our scrimmage tomorrow. And then Tuesday, Thursday, we hit the road really hard. So I'm really excited. We have a lot going on this season. We're going to play a lot of volleyball. And I'm excited for this year.
And we are excited to have the opportunity to cover most of your home games. And obviously with some of the other schools that we cover in the conference, we'll get to see you on the road a couple of times as well. So I want to thank you, Coach Kinsler, the head coach here for the Oakfield Mighty Oaks volleyball team. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams, as we will see the Oakfield Oaks take on the Dominican Knights. We're going to fix that logo on here right away. Got to get that up and rolling, and no longer on the pregame show. High School Sports is presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. They are our premier sponsor here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. It's going to be a fun one. These two teams both had fantastic seasons last year, a long run deep into the postseason for Dominican, not able to get it done, as well as Oakfield. They went all the way to the sectional semifinals last year, as well as you heard from Coach Kinsler and what she feels that her girls are going to be able to do. They're going to rely on their 4 senior leaders to try to lead them to victory in this season and just really kind of move them forward as we go. I mean, this Oaks team, I know last season was a very young team. They'll start with the serve. Back to serve will be Hayden Colleen. Colleen on the court in the backfield with Lily Colleen as well as Devin Brugink. She'll be the defensive specialist, as you heard from Coach Kinsler. Dug out of the back row by Dominican, and we're underway. Quick set and a spike. Ava Schweisthal, one of the leaders, returning for this Knights team. They lost a big-time senior last year. They returned 2 of 3 of their kill leaders. She is one of them. She goes back to serve. It is 1-0 Dominican. And an ace. Can't get to that one is Brugink in the back row. It's 2-0. Schweisthal gets the call for the serve. I got in the back row by Hankey. Short of the net and just can't get to it. The Oaks having some troubles early. It's 3-0. Justin Schwartzmiller alongside Jacob Haney joining us today. I know he's a man of many words when it comes to volleyball. Schweisthal serves in the back row. Hankey digs it up. Set up by Hayden Colleen. Tip shot for Fleury. She will lead this offense. Driven over by McElroy. They get it into the back row. Brugink will knock it over. Free ball. Gabby Johnson, the libero. They set in the middle. Dug out of that back row by Brugink. She's a very good defensive specialist. They go cross court and finds the line. It'll be Miranda Kupke that'll pick up a kill to start. Back to serve will be Lily Colleen. It'll be Stanchik to check in for this Oaks team. Lily Colleen, the libero for this Oaks team. 3-1 lead for Dominican to start this one. They fell in their first match 2-1 to North Fond du Lac and jump. We had a rotation issue to start and now a 4-1 Dominican lead. Gabby Johnson, who is their leading returner in aces, goes back to serve. Lets it fly. Colleen digs it out of the back row. It's going to be tough to get to and can't get there as Fleury. Colleen didn't pick it up cleanly. It's 5-1. Oaks with just some mental errors to start this one, Jacob.
Yeah, and some people say it's first game jitters. I mean, they did have a scrimmage, and this is one that it's going to start going towards their record as they go.
Fleury gets it over to Stanchik. She gets stuffed at the net. They punch it over. Dropped into the air. Stetler gets it cross court. It's dug up by Lily Colleen. Hayden Colleen sets for Fleury with a tip. Good dig right there by Kleinman. Cross court. Driven by McElroy. Off some bodies and out of bounds. A big swing from London McElroy. It's 6-1.
And we were here early, and we saw the previous game. We saw that with North Fond du Lac too. The first set, they had a little bit of just some like touching up that they had to do. In the second set and the third set, they took it from Dominican.
6-1, it leads on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Brugink doesn't get it cleanly. Another ace. It's 7-1. And Coach Kinsler going to send a sub in early. It'll be Olivia Sabota to check in for Brugink. Johnson stays serving. You see why she is the leading returner in aces. She had 80 of them last season. Serves with the right hand, dug up by Fleury. Back set for Fleury. Drives it into the middle of the court. Kleinman sets it over. Nice dive and play by Colleen. Fleury drives it. Libero gets to it. Stanchik tries to put it to the floor, and she does. 7-2 now. Of course I didn't set up the replay. Why would I do that, Jacob? You're supposed to remind me of that stuff.
I didn't even know that you didn't have it set up.
Automatically set. Just got to click couple buttons to do it. Fleury serves, dug up by McElroy. Johnson goes back to McElroy at the 10-foot line, drives it over. Colleen to Colleen, sets for the back row. Floated on over by Lydia Fleury. Kleinman cross court to McElroy. Blocked at the net by Stanchik. Gabby Johnson cleans it up. Kleinman throws it back off the top of the net on the swing from Lapine. And just couldn't get it over all the way. It was Peyton Breester. Just kind of leaned back into that one, as they say. Didn't get enough body into it. It's 8-2 now.
We were talking about before the amount of returners that Oakfield has, and they have a lot of big shoes to fill with the senior class that they lost last year, but they also don't want to let down this year.
They were a young team last year, Jacob. They're extremely young. It was the year before that they had a ton of seniors that they lost off that volleyball team. So they had some kids that really just didn't, kind of a year where they didn't have a ton of varsity experience the first year. Coach Kinsler was kind of dealing with that. And another ace, that one too strong off the arms in the back row. It's 10-2. This Dominican team showing you why. They were 26-9 last season. That one just a hair deep. It's 10-3. Oaks retain serve. Back to serve for the Oaks will be Addie Hankey. Dominican's leading returner is Ava Stelter. Led them in kills. She was second in kills for them last year. Dug out of the back row by Schweithal. Stelter sent it into the deep back row just beyond the line. It's 10-4. Tried to punch it all the way into the back. It just barely missed the line by about a foot. Once again, it'll be Colleen to serve. So Henke to serve. Off the arms and not going to get there. Didn't get it cleanly, did Schweithal. Couldn't get to it was McElroy. It's an ace. It's 10-5. The Oaks have cut the lead in half. He serves again in the middle of the court to the libero. They set it up for McElroy. A huge drive off some hands. It's 11-5. That's a big-time swing for McElroy. Stanchik in on their block and just put it off the top of the hands. Didn't do too much. McElroy drives one and just on the line, it's an ace. Finds the back line. They let it go through. It's 13-5 in favor of the Knights of Dominican. (12-5) actually, and misread the score. Priester gets it over. Kleinman with a back set. On the run, Stelter. Nice dig right there from Colleen, but just not going to get to it. But it too close to the net. It's 13-5. Dominican has really just went on some big runs. Otherwise, it's been fairly back and forth. You take away those two big runs from Dominican, and the Oaks would be in this set, but just had their errors so far, and McElroy and Gabby Johnson collide. Ball falls to the floor. It's 13-6. Ranikotki comes in as Lily Colleen got to the front row. It'll be Kenzie Stanchik to go in and serve. 13-6 in favor of the Knights of Dominican so far on that Quest Interior scoreboard. High School Sports is presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Cross court set. Priester throws the tip. It was blocked at the net. Couple of girls punch it for the Oaks. They try to get it over. Joust at the net and knocked down by Stelter. It's 14-6. Stelter did a great job there. She'll go back to serve for Dominican. Throws one in the middle of the court. Flurry. Tipped on over in two. Kleinman will throw it into the back row. It's Lapine off the arms of Lily Colleen. Stelter sets for Kleinman. Cross court. Dug out by Flurry and into the net. Nothing that Hayden Colleen could do. It's 15-6. Dominican was dominant in their first set over North Fond du Lac as well, Jacob. And then North Fond du Lac settled in. We'll see if Oakfield can do that in that second set. Try to get something going here in this back half of this set. Stelter to serve. And miscommunication. It falls short at 16-6.
Yeah, and like I said, first game that they've played, they had a break in the first round of the triangular. So now it's their chance, and they have to play.
Stelter serves from left to right. Dug up by Flurry. Tries to punch it over. Does Colleen in two, and into the net at 17-6. Coach Kinsler going to use one of those timeouts. We'll take it with him. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams, powered by Bristol Morgan Bank.
From our menu.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Stelter throws one into the net. It's 17-7. Oaks trying to get something going out of that timeout. They get the ball and get service back. It's Breester back to serve for the Oaks. Peyton Breester lets it fly. It's deep. It's a good serve from Peyton Breester, just a little bit long. Service goes back to Dominican. Breester comes out. Olivia Sabota checks in. As well as some four seniors that you have on this team. They're also fairly young. A lot of sophomores on this team, and that one went looking for a touch and not going to see it. Didn't see it. I thought it hit Lily Colleen possibly, but they say it went deep. It's 18-8. Colleen serves one off the arms of Johnson. Kleinman throws it in the middle of the court. Lulu Sims knocks it over. It comes to Lydia Fleury, who has not been able to get going so far. Colleen will back set. Looks for the runner. Shot was deep on the attempt from Kotke. It's 19-8. Been a dominant first set so far from Dominican. Schweisthal serves. Colleen digs. They get it up. Driven forward by Fleury. Was blocked on the net by Lulu. Tips. Stopped by Lapine. They go over to McElroy. She'll roll it over. Colleen gets to it. Got to get it over. Fleury knocks it up. Johnson to Kleinman. She'll set in the middle. Lulu Sims fires it into the net. It's 19-9. Oaks will serve. Lily Colleen goes back to serve for the Oaks. Dug up by McElroy. Kleinman sets it back to McElroy. McElroy drives. It's high and deep. 19-10. McElroy swings freely on that far side. Outside hitter for this Dominican Knights team. Now Colleen serves. Finds the line. It's an ace for Lily Colleen. It's 19-11. Oaks trying to claw their way back into this one. 1 point at a time. They're getting a little bit closer. Colleen serves. Johnson digs it out of the back row. Kleinman sets in the middle. Firing in Lapine. Nice dig by Colleen. Stanchik's got to get over. Free ball coming for the Knights. Kleinman in the middle. Sets it back. Lapine again. Just missed the line. It's 19-12. Gretchen Lapine. There's some free swingers on this Dominican Knights team so far. The Oaks have cut the lead now to 7. After being down as many as 11 in this set. They go to London McElroy. That one stuffed at the net by Stanchik. It's 19-13. Oaks on a little bit of a run here. Lily Colleen having her way at the line right now. Johnson can't get it cleanly. It's 19-14. And timeout coming from Dominican. Oaks on a run, down by 5 in this first set, clawing their way back into this one. Back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams powered by Bristol Morgan Bank after this.
At our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Lily Colleen still at the service line. It's a 5-point set now. The Oaks have clawed their way back into this one. McElroy digs. Kleinman gets it back to McElroy. Rolls it over. Fleury knocks it up. Lily Colleen back to Fleury. Lydia Fleury throws it off the top of the block. Kleinman sets for Lulu Sims. Ball's tapped around. Kept alive by Lily Colleen. Driven over by Hayden Colleen. Kleinman once again. Back set for Lapine. Nice dig off some bodies and it falls to the floor. It was a great dig originally from Olivia Sabota. Went off the body, I believe, of Stanchik and fell to the floor. Gabby Johnson goes back to serve. She had a really good run at the line earlier in this set. Stanchik throws it into the block. What a dig from Colleen. Stanchik gets it back, throws it through the block. What a swing from Kenzie Stanchik. It starts with the defense of Lily Colleen. And it's back to a 5-point set. Fleury served. It's dug up and rolled over. It's down and out. Off on that near side from Anna Schweisthal. And just like that, it's a 4-point set. The Oaks, after being down 11, have crawled their way back into this set. Now it's Fleury, dug up by Schweisthal. Kleinman sets in the middle. Over to McElroy off the top of the tape. It falls to the floor. It's 20-17. Jacob, this Oaks team is resilient.
Yeah, and I believe that they finally found their time after the timeout that they took, and they came out swinging. They're ready to hit now.
A big-time timeout from Coach Kinsler. It seems to have worked so far. 20-17 off the top of the tape. Schweisthal gets to it. They set in the middle looking for Stelter. She punches it back to Fleury. Back set for Stanchik. Tips it over. It's out of bounds. London McElroy knocked it away. It's a 2-point set. 20-18 now. It reads on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Fleury will serve from right to left. Lets it fly off the tape again. Schweisthal gets it to Kleinman. Lapine's got to drive it over. She does. Colleen can't get the pancake down, and it's 21-18. Wasn't a great set for Lapine, but she was able just to put it over top of the net. Gretchen Lapine, just a sophomore. Ball hit into the net from Fleury, and Colleen couldn't pick it out. 22-18 now. Back to a 4-point set. If you're Dominican, you would be thrilled to come away with a victory in this set and just say, all right, we can breathe a little bit now. Fleury to Colleen. Breester throws it into the tape. Breester will give it back, and they'll say it's 4. That one went off the tape. It wasn't blocked. It's 23-18. It's a 5-point set now. Lapine at the line. Throws a high ball. Set goes in the middle. Hankey throws it off some hands, and the Oaks still have some life here. It's 23-19. Jacob, we have a 23-19 with 23-19. You know what? It's the only sport that you get it in. You might see it in basketball, but it really happens in volleyball a lot. Eddie Hankey serves into the net, and it's set point for Dominican. It'll be London McElroy to serve. Oaks win this point, they'll have to go on a big run. And McElroy serves wide. Not a ton of service errors in this first set. You'd expect to see more early in the season, but not too bad so far. It's 24-20. It'll be Kenzie Stanchik at the line. She'll have to go on quite the run here. First serve is drilled. Nice stop by Johnson. And down the line, it's good, and that wins the set. It was Anna Schweisthal to win it for Dominican. They win set one, 25-20. The Oaks were down 11 at one point in that set. They crawled their way all the way back to down 3 at a point, but they lose set one, 25-20. Back with set 2 after this.
Celebrate summer adventures with savings on a new Ford from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 0% financing, $1,000 toward your down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on Ford favorites.
We want our guests to feel important, heard, and appreciated. It's who we are.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Ford Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a roasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. And this high school sports broadcast presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. The Oaks fall in set one to Dominican 25-20. Set two coming up in just a few moments. And I tell you what, that London McElroy, she was the hero early in the set for Dominican, and then they're just, you saw why they're such a good team. You had Anna Schweisthal make some nice swings. Gretchen Lapine made some nice swings. Lulu Sims was in there. Ava Stelter really didn't do much in that set, and she's their best returning player in terms of kills and swing percentage. So that tells you that this team is deep and they can go anywhere off the bench, and really not off the bench because they don't go too far into the bench. We haven't seen many of the girls that have been on the bench for this Dominican team really get into the lineup today, Jacob.
Not really, other than the substitutions for the libero, which is common when they get to the front row because you want someone who can attack if they have to come out for a little while.
I have not seen like Ellie Pietrowski, Miracle Smith. Kleinman is their setter. I mean, there's Greasall, Fisher. There's a bunch of them that we have not seen yet today that just I think that this Dominican team has about an 8-player rotation that they stick with, and that's the way it goes. I mean, that's the way they play.
Yeah, and as they say, like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's working out for them today, so why change it?
Dominican will serve to start. It will be the libero, Gabby Johnson, to go back and serve. She went on a huge run to start that last set. I don't know, they're going to send back, actually, the setter, Emma Kleinman, back to serve. Kleinman was good for the line in that last set as well. And we're underway in set two. Good dig out of the back row by Brugink. Nobody there. That first pass for the Oaks has been a struggle so far today, Jacob.
Yeah, and most of the time it's coming in hard.
Yep.
And a lot of the girls will tell you that the ball does curve a little bit, and it makes that difficult to receive.
Nice play by Hayden Colleen. It's punched back over by Lulu Sims. Colleen fires it back. Kleinman gets to it. They set it up for Schweithal. Cross court, just missed the line. It's 1-1. That is a tough shot to go fully cross court there. We're seeing that there's a handful of girls that we watch that can do that consistently. One of them coming out of Laconia.
Kensley McCauley and Finley Morgan.
McCauley is very good at it. She does it a lot, as well as Ellie Smith over in Campbell Sport as well. I know Jeff and I had talked about how excited we are for Trailways volleyball. We're equally as excited for Flyway.
Mansueto does it for Mayville.
Yep. Mansueto, Schelpfeffer, as well as Bosco. I mean, they got a
You
team
can
over
just
there
go
in Mayville.
right down the
yeah,
line
they
can do it.
There are some teams in this Flyway, this area in general, and I know Oakfield steps into the Flyway every once in a while, plays some Flyway teams. North Fond du Lac out of the Flyway. They're going to be a team that's going to be tough to test with for some of those top teams in the Flyway Conference as well in volleyball this season.
And there will be a couple times that we will see Campbellsport.
Yep.
We're going to travel there with a couple of the teams we
Yep.
cover.
Just because they're such big matches. I mean,
Yeah.
Campbellsport a great place to go
and
to.
it's, like we were talking
Yep.
earlier, is not many Flyway teams lost many seniors. There's
Yep.
a lot of people that are returning almost a full lineup, and it's letting them have a good team.
I think Mabel was the only one to really lose. I think Campbellsport did lose a senior, but I don't think she played a ton. But Mabel did lose their libero, if I remember correctly. So that's a bigger loss. 3-2. It'll be Lily Colleen, who went on a huge run at the line off a timeout from Coach Kinsler. And she drives one into the back row. Kleinman sets it right back. And a big-time swing. They keep it alive. Can they get it over? They can't. What a play on the outside from Gretchen Lapine. She has let it loose so far from that far side.
But like a lot of the Flyway teams that we cover, they did not lose many. They have a solid junior class that is leading them into their senior year.
As well as these Trailways teams, CWC, where Jeff is today, they did not really lose anybody, as well as had some injuries to start, and a big swing from Lydia Fleury. That's her first kill of the day. That's someone, if you want your offense to be going for this Oaks team, that's who they run it through. That's who they ran it through last year. He's a very good volleyball player, good softball player. Scores 4-3. Nice dig by Gabby Johnson. Kleinman sets. Lapine. Nice dig out of the back row by Fleury, but it's out of bounds. Another big-time swing from Gretchen Lapine.
A lot of times with the schools that we cover, they're not very big schools, so you see those 2-3 sport athletes, and they play almost all year round. They play a sport, and it's common to have very athletic players on the team.
Another ace. That's been the story so far today. For this Dominican team, they have been very good with the service line. It's London McElroy back there. Lets one fly, and why not? What do they call that, Jacob?
Service error.
Nope, but what do they call that when I say that they've been very good from the service line and then they do that? Something that doesn't exist according to Jeff. The announcer's jinx. It does. 6-4 it leads in that Quest Interior scoreboard. Addie Hankey serves into the back row. Gabby Johnson drives it over to Schweisthal, and she tries to swing from beyond the 10-foot line, rips it into the net. It's 6-5. This has been a much more competitive set for the Oaks so far to start.
Absolutely, and they said, get the first set out of the way and proceed from there. And like you said, the announcer's jinx, there's people that do believe in it, there's people that don't.
And Stelter gets going, picks up her second kill of this match so far. Had a quiet first match, quiet second match.
Lapine will head back to the line.
Yep. Lapine's been very good. Throws a sky ball. It's dug out by Colleen. They go to Stanchik, who's impressed so far for this Oaks team. Cross court, Schweisthal, big swing off the arms of Hankey in the back row. It's 8-5.
And sometimes we talk about how hard the ball comes down on one of those spikes, and as many would say, it'd be a speeding ticket. It'd be a speeding ticket in Rosendale.
Yeah, I don't want to get in front of it. just saying, I would never want to get in front of it. Breester rips it into the net.
We think of the teams that we cover in Oakfield, Laconia. They have some really strong hitters, and
oh yeah,
if you get in the way of that ball, it's gonna hurt.
Lee Colleen makes a nice stop, gives it to Hayden Colleen. Breester swings off some hands and off the back wall. 9-6. Folks got to make sure they try to keep it around here. You can't let it get too far away from you. And that's really what happened in that first set. They let it get too far away. They were able to claw their way back into it, but just not close enough back into it. Stanchik lets it fly, man. She's really served the ball well so far. Hankey has it go off her arms into the student section. It's 10-6. It's a big swing from the back row again. Libero Gabby Johnson comes out. Lulu Sims checks back in as Ava Stelter goes back to serve for the Knights. Lily Colleen digs it up and just didn't get it cleanly. It's 11-5. A lot of spin. 11-6, actually. It's a lot of spin on that ball, Jacob, and you just kind of saw it tail off the arms of Lily Colleen.
Yeah, and that's something that some servers, they can specialize in, is putting that spin on the ball and make it difficult to receive. If you put side spin, it curves a little bit. If you go top spin, it goes down on you.
Gets even more difficult when it knuckles. 11-6, and that one's deep. It's 11-7. Service errors starting to rack up for both teams so far. Oh, look at that. We've got a little girl able to grab the ball and flip it over to Peyton Breester. She seems really excited about that.
Love to see the young ones get involved.
Yep. 11-7. Feynman sets. Cross court. Schweisthal off the arms of Breester and out of bounds.
Get them the love of the game early.
Schweisthal's been impressive so far for this Dominican team. I would just say in general, Jacob, minus the lapse, I mean, the middle set and the last set against North Fond du Lac looked like a whole different team. But that first set from Dominican against North Fond du Lac that we sat here and watched, they looked very good. Feynman goes deep. It's 12-8. Minus the service errors here, I would think that Dominican would be very much in control of this set.
They would be running away with the lead if they didn't have all the service errors that they're having.
Hayden Colleen, speak of service errors, rips it into the tape. It's 13-8.
Another announcer's jinx.
No, that's not a jinx. That one just kind of was more of a, what do you?
Coincidence.
Coincidence, yeah, there we go. Foreshadowing. That was foreshadowing. It's exactly what I was doing. Brugink digs it up. They go cross court. Hankey knocks it over. Kleinman digs it up. Johnson goes to McElroy on the near side. Off the top of the block, she pumps it into the net. 13-9. It really has not gotten away from this 4-point lead. We're just kind of trading points at this point. We're going side out so far.
Yeah, and it's been teeter-tottering between 4 and 5, and it's making it a little bit interesting as to what later in the set will come down to.
And a couple of missed hits makes it a 3-point set. If you're Dominicans, Coach Mitch Pignotti, you're like, we really kind of shot ourselves in the foot so far in this set. Isn't this match in general? And Colleen did it again. She stepped on the line. And we're going to have an argument here. And the top official is the one who called it, but this near side official, the guy who said he was behind the line. So then it should be a replay of the point. Yep. That's exactly what we'll get. The score will say 13-10. Colleen will get the serve again. If you're Coach Kinsler, you tell her to back up a half a step. just serve it a little bit earlier.
She's already almost all the way back to the wall.
Yep. That one she was in plenty of room. Dug up by Schweisthal. They set back for McElroy, and McElroy finds the end line. It's 14-10. I enjoy your non-conference triangulars and quads that we have early in the season for volleyball. It's fun because like you get teams that you don't see. Like we don't ever see Dominican. You may see them in the playoffs for some of these teams, and that'll be an ace right there for the Knights. And Gabby Johnson, who continues to show you why she's the best returning server for this team.
Yeah, and like you said, the non-conference starting out the season is a way to try and showcase your team against other teams that may be better than you and see how your team does against them. And it's a way to build your confidence as a team going into the season.
Volleyball's a little bit different, too, because you'll have triangles in the middle of the season as well. On a Saturday, back-to-back service errors and no damage done.
CWC, where Jeff is at right now, we will not be covering it, though. on Saturday. They do have a tournament.
We covered it on Friday, though. We'll be there on Friday during the day. Be there on Friday during the day. We got all kinds of stuff coming up this week, folks, and I think you guys kind of know that is what we always got going here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. 17-11 now, another ace. That one goes to London McElroy as it went off the arms of Lydia Fleury in the back row. We'll go through our schedule at some point in this one. I know Friday for sure I'll be in Mayville. We'll be up in Laconia for a rivalry matchup with the Hornets of Marquezan, as well as we'll be in Lamira as they take on Milwaukee King in football. Nice diving play by the libero, Gabby Johnson. Schweisthal sings and rips it into the net. 17-12. Oaks are on the road this Friday for football. They're up at Belmont, taking on the Belmont Braves, a team they beat by a couple of scores in the playoffs last season. Eddie Hankey serves. Schweisthal digs it up. Johnson calls everybody off. Gets it over. Colleen punches. Set in the middle. Stelter punches. Fleury tipped over in two by Colleen. Lapine fires into the back row. Fleury. They cross court. Breester. It's deep. They want a touch, but it's not coming. 18-12.
Coach Kinsler telling you got to snap that wrist. You kind of hit it just flat.
Yep.
That's why it went sailing.
Lapine serves. Fleury to Colleen. Stanchik on the back set. Got stuffed at the net and off the arms of Fleury. Beauty play right there by Schweisthal. She has been very good all day long for this Dominican team. I would say any of their hitters, their setter Steinman or Kleinman's been very impressive. And there's an ace right there for Lapine. It's 20-12. Coach Kinsler going to burn one of those timeouts. We'll finish that thought after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams, presented by Bristol Morgan Bank.
Life is better at the cabin.
Right, whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. High school sports today presented by Bristol Morgan Bank, and Peyton Breester puts one into the net. It's 21-12, and a lot of coaching moments you can bring out of this one for Coach Kinsler, but they got to pick it up quickly because they're going to take on North Fond du Lac right after this one. They will play all three sets no matter what, and Stelter was all over the net there and nothing you could do. Even if that ball was coming over, she was going to stuff it right down into the face of Hayden Colleen. It's 22-12, a 10-point lead. Stanchik picks up the short serve. Miscommunication again. Fleury just gets it over. Free ball. Kleinman over in two, into the hole of the court. It's 23-12, right into the center of the defensive set. It's 23-12. Nice quick set right there from Emma Kleinman. Lapine fires away in the serve. Stanchik gets to it. Lily Colleen gets it over. Free ball. Gabby Johnson right on the money. The set. Stelter. Nice dig from Colleen. Stanchik goes over with it. Johnson digs it up. Cross court. Schweisthal lets it fly and finds the line. Match point right here for the Knights of Dominican.
And Stelter, holy moly, she hit that ball at Colleen so fast, and she even almost got knocked back by it.
It's a big dig right away from Lily Colleen. She's been good. One of the lone bright spots for this Oaks team. Breester lets it fly. Johnson in the back row gets to it. They set in the middle for Stelter. Dug up by Hankey. Colleen goes in two and hammers it into the bench. And that does it for set two. They win the match. At least 2-0. It'll be at least 2 sets for Dominican. Possibly 2 sets to 1, 2 sets to nothing. We'll see. Third set coming up in just a few. High School Sports Today is presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at coleoilandpropane.com.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Play garage music. Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility, existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. High School Sports Today presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. Back here in Oakfield, and winner of 2 of the first 3 sets is Dominican. Went 25-20, 25-12, and they have looked dominant in this one. And we see some new players enter this one. We see a Miracle Smith enter for this Knights of Dominican team. As well as Madison Fisher will come in. Set 3, a race to 15. So really, they always say it's a race to 10. You get them first 10 points, and you just kind of got to side out for the next 5. I mean, it's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say, right? No, chicken. Yeah, gonna go with me on that one. All right. Hayden Colleen to serve for the Oaks. Got to the back row by Schweisthal. They set cross court for a Miracle Smith into the tape, and I think that should have been for them. They said the Oaks got a piece of it. Into the back row, it's long. So the Oaks get the first point of the set. That's 1-0. Colleen will serve. That one's way deep. She got all of that one, Jacob.
Yeah, he just sailed it deep on everybody.
Yep. Oh, sorry about that, folks at home. I'm trying to make the scoreboard a little bit wider, if I can. Whoop. Now we're really messing around with everything here. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Two-one lead for the Oaks. That one set into the net and ripped hard by Gretchen Lapine. Just kind of in a bad spot. It's 3-1 now. Isn't a whole lot of room for Lapine to go there. I'll fix this as quickly as possible if I can. There we go. Now I can shrink it back down. Hopefully, sizing-wise, it fits. 3-2 now. Gabby Johnson goes back to serve. Miracle Smith stays in. That one short from Johnson. It's 4-2. It's a race to 15 in this one, the Oaks. Trying to get to 15. Nope, that one's too big. You know what, we're going to go with this one. I like this one better. Change our scoreboards here. While I'm putzing. Make sure that it looks better. Four 3 in favor of the Oaks in set 3. Look at that. That looks way better, Jacob. There we go. Now we're putzing. That one into the net. It's 5-3. Maybe a little bit more I got to look at on my screen, but it. Hankey serves. Johnson dings. Kleinman sets. Far side. Lapine rolls it in. Gretchen Lapine, I would say, has been the one that's been freely swinging today for this Dominican team. She has been the most impressive when she gets a good set.
Yeah, and there's no remorse behind that swing. She just wants it to hit the floor as hard as she can.
Same with her serves, and she'll pick up an ace. It's 5-5. That ball was ripped by Gretchen Lapine. West Interior scoreboard says 5-5 here from the Nut House in Oakfield. That's what it is, Jacob. What do you want me to say? Stanchik gets it up to Colleen. It goes cross court. Breester throws it into the block, knocks it around. Breester punches it over with one arm. Kleinman to set in the middle. Stelter pushes it all the way into the back corner. What a play right there by Ava Stelter. That one deserves an instant replay. One by the play from Breester. Nice set from Kleinman and just a nice punch into that back corner. That serve barely got over the net and just dived into the arms of Fleury. Fleury from the 10-foot line off the top of the block, and it falls to the floor. We're tied at 6. Colleen, the libero, comes out. Kotke, Miranda Kotke, the sophomore middle hitter, steps in. Kenzie Stanchik goes back to serve. Right into the tape. It's 7-6 Dominican. A 7-6 lead for Dominican. They lead this 2-0, trying to sweep Oakfield in 3. They already won the first 2. It's the best 2 of 3 today, but trying to sweep all 3 sets. Nice serve dug out by Hankey. Set in the back row. Fleury into the block of Lulu Sims. Cross court to Schweisthal. She's just got to get it over and finds the line. Dumped it into no man's land. It's 7-7 or 8-6, sorry. Or Jacob, as I should say, no ladies land. Come on. I'm trying to get a chuckle out of you today. I don't know what's going on over there with Jacob. He's just not laughing. Or should we start calling him driving slippers again? 8-6. Colleen digs it out. Can't get to it. Didn't get enough of it, did Lily Colleen, and Hayden Colleen dove. Didn't get to it. It's 9-6 now, and another ace. It's been the story of this match. Oakfield service return? First pass. It's their first pass that they've been struggling with. Stelter rips one. Colleen too close to the net, and Hayden Colleen's not going to get to it. It's 10-6. Another ace for Ava Stelter. Jacob, that first pass, that service receive. There we go. Now, I got it. Knew I would get there at some point. The service receive has been a problem for the Oaks so far in this one. 10-6 now. Stelter goes back to serve. And that one off the arms of Hankey and out of bounds. That's 3 straight. It's 11-6 now.
Yeah, and Dominican has reached that 10-point mark, and now Oakfield's got to step it up if they want a chance in this third set.
You're in coast mode if you're a Dominican night band. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, but you've looked good today. You've won 4 of your 6 possible sets. or on the way to winning 4 of 6 sets. He did fall to North Fond du Lac. That one tooled off the top of the block of Lulu Bus. It's 11-7. The Oaks have been positive you can take out of this if you're Coach Kinsler is you've been resilient. You may not have had the outcome you were looking for in this first match against Dominican, but you've been resilient and you've gotten yourself into good positions. Priester once again with a service error. It's 12-7. She has had a rough time at the service line so far for the Oaks.
Yeah, and like you said, the service errors is what's killing them, and that's something that they're going to have to improve on before next game as they face a North Fond du Lac team that started out rough and ended up coming back with a whole different type of mentality of we're going to be in this all the way through.
London McElroy checks back in, back to serve for the first time today. We'll see Allie Griesel, sophomore. Left-hander. Colleen to Colleen, in the middle they go. And we're looking for Kottke. Back set, McElroy off the top of the block. Dug up by Hayden Colleen. Lily Colleen over the net. McElroy tries to get it in one, and she does. A diving play from Hankey wasn't there. It's 13-7. Miley Simon has gotten ready for game 2, or match 2. 13-7. That one. Dug out of the back row by Hankey. Over in 2 is Colleen off the arms of Schweisthal. And all the way into the back row, it's 13-8. That will send Olivia Sabota. Nope, it'll be Hayden Colleen back to serve. Colleen, one of the better returning servers for this Oaks team. It's a good one off the new libero in the game in Elena Vargas' arms. It's 13-9. Getting new players into this game, or this match, is the Dominican Knights. Colleen with a good one. Dug up. Fleury tries to dump it down. She does. 13-10. Dunks it over top of Allie Griesel. Colleen to serve again. That one's deep. 14-10, match point.
We're going to see Gretchen Lapine come back and a Miracle Smith come back for Dominican.
$14-10 the score. Dug up by Colleen, gives it to Colleen. And a big swing into the block. Only Colleen gets to it. Hayden Colleen knocks it up for Fleury, drives it from the 10-foot line. Schweisthal, cross-court set. Lapine fires and wins it. 3-0. Dominican sweeps the Oaks. Oaks stay right here, and we'll do the post-game show right away here. Post-game show, the Oaks fall in 3 straight sets. They go down 25-20, 25-12, and 15-10. They had a rough go of it in this one. They see what they can perform against a flyway opponent in the North Fond du Lac O's in just a few moments. So what we're going to do is we'll throw up our pregame scene, our opening scene, and we'll have that up on the Radio Plus video channel, and we'll end the stream here. This has been Justin Schwartzmiller, Jacob Haney for Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus Video Sports. Oaks fall in 3 straight sets to the Dominican Knights. Back with more Oakfield volleyball in just a few.